Okay, so I decided to do my paper over my senior practicum review. When I first started college, I really wasn't thinking about having a practicum or gaining any experience towards my career. But as I became a junior, I started to realize that having a practicum and gaining real-world experience would be beneficial to me. So my junior year, spring semester, I had my practicum with building bridges. I worked under Gina Elias, and she is the director of the building bridges, and she's a certified trainer for building bridges. Building bridges is a program where people who are in poverty that want to get out, they attend classes that show them different resources in the way that they can get out. So like if they want a GED, there's classes to get their GED. If they want to learn how to build healthy relationships, there's classes to do that. If they want to know how to manage their money, there's financial classes, so they could do that too. The meetings are held Thursday nights in downtown Bartlesville, and there's also a meal that's held before the sessions start. They have 11 different types of classes. There are getting ahead classes that show people how to begin and take control of their lives. There's a children's and youth center, so the kids can go while their parents are in class. Volunteering training, Bridges Out of Poverty training that educates people about the different class levels. Ally and circle training, strengthening relationships, goal setting, job readiness, financial literacy, career planning, and support and networking, and that was all found on the Building Bridges website. For those of you who don't know what a circle ally is, that's the person who makes a commitment to help the circle leader, and the circle leader is the one that's getting the help to get out of poverty. In one of my books from the Circles class by Miller, it talked about how that poverty can slowly be changed by changing the way people think. So there are 7 ways that, according to Miller, 7 ways that show how poverty can slowly diminish. And they are: examine your attitudes concerning social privileges, manage money with great intention, stay away from what truly sustains life, recognize your place in the chain of life, claim your gifts and develop a circle, appreciate what is unique, and have fun as you embrace life and all its wonders. I truly feel that if more people thought this way that Miller said, poverty would slowly diminish. And then this year, my practicum was at the Mutual Girls Club, and that's an organization just for first graders through 7th grader girls. There's a summer program and there's a after school program. So we pick the girls up from school, take them back to the club, give them a snack, and then let them play all day, and then we drop them off at home. And then in summer, it's just playing all day, but there's still some educational classes that are held too. The program was started in 1964 by 4 women in Bartlesville that saw a need to have girls learn life skills. The name originally was the Epworth Center, but then in 1970 it was changed to Mutual Girls Club, which stood for Methodist United to Use Applied Lives. So it is a faith-based program. It does cost to go there. There's a $5 fee, and then it's $15 per semester for a full-time student, and then $10 for a part-time student. So it's like if they go for half the week. In the summer, it's $20 for full-time and $10 for part-time. But fortunately, the girls, they don't have to pay the money. There's ways that they could fundraise it for themselves. So if they get into the service classes, that's how they could use that money that they get from doing service projects, so like helping out the Tuesday house or helping out at Mary Martha's or different little things around the downtown area that would go towards their registration fees, which is a good thing for some of their parents because they don't all come from homes where they could financially afford the cost. The organization encourages the girls to attend college, and the way that they do that is by if they reward them if they get like A's and B's, so they give them like a certain amount of scholarship at the end of every year, and then they don't give it to them, but they wait until they're 18. That way, the years that they are at Mutual, it just all saves up and it turns into one big lump sum. So when they turn 18 and graduate from high school, they get it at the end, which is a good thing because that encourages them to stay focused. And there's some girls now that are at last year, this past school year, they're at $2,000 that they've worked and saved up for. So that was pretty good. The Tuesday House is also, they work side by side together. And the Tuesday House is, it's a donation, community donation place, so you get like clothes, furniture, whatever you want, and the community just gives to them. And then all the sales that they get from that, they go straight to Mutual Girls Club. So, and then how people work there, there's volunteers that work at Tuesday House. And then other ways that Mutual gets their finances is just by fundraising or just general support from the public. Let's see. What I took out of both my practicums was, it was cool, for my first practicum it was cool seeing the poverty side of things because growing up, like before I moved to where I'm at now, I wasn't really, I guess you could say poor, but so seeing like that side of it from like my view now, it was pretty cool seeing like people who were really wanting to get out, come out, and the changes that they made. Like it was only like a 4-month thing that I was there for, but being able to see when they first come in and they're all like, you could tell just by the look of their face, they're really sad and they're dark. They walk in with like slouched shoulders, not really like expecting much to come out of it, but then by the end of it, 4 months later, they were walking like tall, their shoulders back, there's like they're smiling, there's just a different type of glow to them. So I thought that was pretty cool, being able to see the change in the people. And then there was also people who didn't stick through it, that just dropped out after like weeks of sessions. And then for Mutual Girls Club, I think that's my favorite practicum so far because I originally, before I started to work there, I was terrified of working with kids just because I had no idea of what to expect because they have no filter, they say whatever they want, and I was like, oh crap, what am I gonna do if they try to like test me? I don't want to like be the mean person. So when I first worked there, I went as a role of trying to be their friend rather than the authority figure, and that did not end good at all because like a month, I started in the summer, so a month within starting, one of the girls pantsed me. So I was like, oh, I was so embarrassed, I was so angry, I wanted to smack her, but I couldn't. So then after that happened, like my whole idea of how to approach them had to change because like I'm not gonna get pantsed again, and I don't want to get in trouble by smacking a little kid across the face or something. So then ever since that day, I started to slowly become more assertive and sticking to like saying no, you can't do this, you can't do that. And at first it was hard because that was not the role that I am comfortable taking. I don't like being the mean person, just want to go have fun with them. But now I see that they respect me a lot more, and that the relationships that I've built with them this past year, I really enjoy because, I don't know, like they're just cute, even like they still say crazy things and they know way too much for their age, but I liked how we've grown in a relationship where we both, well not me, but they opened up to me and feel comfortable to tell me things that they've gone through or that they're going through. And a lot of them don't come from homes where they have parents that will show them love or care or like tell them nice things at all. So for me to be that person that like, oh, you look cute today, or how are you and your little boyfriend, just like starting conversations with them, like it's pretty fun and entertaining. And my last day is May 25th or May 21st there, and I've slowly started the process of like telling them, hey, I'm not gonna ever come back, and like they're all like, ever? You're never gonna come back, Miss Amber? Not even in the summer? I was like, no, not the summer. What about for the school year? I'm like, nope, not that either. So I'm slowly trying to tell them because like a lot of them deal with people leaving them a lot. So I'm slowly trying to show them like I'm leaving, but I still care for them and want the best for them. But I know that just like for them it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for me too, because I've grown attached to them, some of them too. But so yeah, that's what my practicums taught me is patience, how to stand my ground when dealing with little kids. Change. I've seen a lot of change in some of the girls, and then working at Broken Bridges too. And that hope. I've learned that there's hope in every situation. So that's my paper now.
So they taught